So many of us experience negative thoughts every single day of our lives. It plagues us with lots of difficulties. It affects our mental health. It stops us from socialising. It stops us from interacting with other people. We want to hide ourselves away. We want to keep ourselves locked up and be a prisoner to our own thoughts. But is this a long-term solution? No, it isn't. The reason why it's not a long-term solution because you are not being active in trying to make change, because your thoughts are fooling you into making you feel that this is reality, this is the truth. But you need to find your own truth. You need to find what is the reality. And the way that we do that is why I use cognitive behavioural therapy. I'm just going to share you one single snippet of how you can do that. So some of the thoughts that you might have are, I am not good enough. I am not worthy. People think I'm stupid. I look foolish. People are going to laugh at me. I'm going to make lots of mistakes. If you have all these words in your head, sure, you're going to stay in. But what happens when you start to challenge them? So one of them, let's just take one example. I am not good enough. Okay, so I want you to ask yourself, what evidence do you have for that? Would you put your last bit of money or savings on that belief? And if that's the case, what do you think is going to happen? Do you feel that that truth is absolute? And if you can say no, then that is one way you can challenge your thought. Challenging your thoughts is a really helpful way of managing your distress, and it will really, really alleviate the belief that you have to hold yourself prisoner in your own home. Negative thoughts can come in the format of catastrophizing, mind reading, filtering information, guesswork. If you have negative thoughts, then they may well also specialise in you, making you feel really bad about yourself because you have these thoughts. But I'm going to focus on catastrophizing. So some of the thoughts that we have are thoughts such as, I'm not a good person. I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. People don't like me. I'm not good at my job. People don't want to be my friend. These are really big thoughts. Catastrophizing can really affect our anxiety levels. And these anxiety levels can be so debilitating and so unhelpful. We just want to curl up and isolate ourselves. So what can we do about it? Well, we use a therapy called CBT. And what that is cognitive behavioural therapy, which allows you to challenge the thought, find evidence for it, and hopefully by finding the opposite evidence for it, it helps you to make you feel better. And then you then act differently. So the question is, why do these thoughts develop in some people and not in others? Well, there's many reasons for that. And the reasons are sometimes related to early life experiences, and they develop into what we call core beliefs. So if we cut ourselves down to the core, like an apple, you then develop these core beliefs. And these core beliefs then manifest itself as I am not worthy or I am not enough. But it takes a critical moment in your life, perhaps a traumatic moment or something negative happening in your life, which then triggers these moments of beliefs about yourselves. And it's really important to recognise that, you can get help for this. You can manage these thoughts, and just accessing these thoughts via a health professional is one step further, because it can be very debilitating. It can isolate you from the world around you. It can make you feel that life is just not worth living. So please access support from a health professional if you are feeling like this. So if you're watching this video, I want you to take a breath. Breathe in for 4, hold it, and then just breathe out for 4. And I really want you to just really focus and bring those anxiety levels, and now begin to challenge the thought and see what happens. So one of the thoughts is, I'm not a good person. Ask yourself, what evidence do I have for this? Do I have any evidence for this? Well, no, I don't. So really, really challenge that thought. I want you to remember there's no mileage in giving into this thought. There really is no mileage. Question the pros and cons of giving into this thought and see what happens to your anxiety levels. It's really important to really be mindful of your anxiety levels when you practice this strategy. It's a really helpful way forward.